Hi, class 2222. I'm sorry this video is late, but I'm always hoping my throat gets better. It's still terrible, but it's been too long, so I'll make a video for you guys. Mostly we talked about some vocabulary words from a TOEFL textbook, okay? So word number one is abandon. Abandon means that somebody leaves a place or leaves a person or leaves a thing, okay? Like if we're driving a car in the desert and the car runs out of gas, no one's going to push it. We're going to just try to walk out of the desert. So we abandon the car. Or I think in the textbook they say abandon the boat, okay? But you can abandon a person too. You abandon someone on a mountain or something like that, which is really terrible thing to do. So so we can abandon a thing or a person. Adversely is the same as negatively, okay? So you'll say, oh, somebody's comments affected me adversely. It basically means I had a bad consequence of their comments, okay? So adversely means that something bad happens. It's often used with the word affect, okay? Adversely affect. Maybe some doctor gives you some medicine and you're like, oh, this medicine will be great. But someone takes it and it makes them worse. We'll say the medicine adversely affected the person, okay? Aggregate is the total of totals. So, if I eat 8 cookies today and 13 cookies tomorrow and 12 cookies the next day, and I want to know how many cookies did I eat this month, I have to put all the days together. Okay, that's called the aggregate. So, in this month I ate 450 cookies, something like that. This would be the aggregate, okay? The total of all the totals. Cultivation. Cultivation is what farmers do with their fields. They cultivate the fields. They prepare the fields for the plants. And as well, we talk about cultivate, the verb. And cultivate, the verb, can mean that you cultivate the fields as well, but you also cultivate good habits in people. So us as teachers want to cultivate good learning habits in the students. And us as parents, we want to cultivate, polite habits in our children. Okay, fertilize is also a doctor's word. A farming word. Fertilize means you fertilize the fields. Okay, and fertilizer is the stuff that you put on the fields to make the fields better. So fertilize and cultivate, the farmers think of those at the same time. Cultivation, fertilization, all that kind of stuff, okay? Please remember that Asian, cultivation, fertilization, Asian is the noun, okay? Cultivate and fertilize are the verbs. Intensify means make stronger. So we'll say, oh, my headache is intensifying. It means it's getting worse and worse and worse. In this case, the opposite is the word wane. Say my headache is waning or the pain is waning. It means disappearing, less and less and less, okay? Irrigation basically means water, to water something. So irrigate a field. A farmer tries to irrigate the field, irrigate the corn or that kind of stuff. We don't use it for animals though. So if you just want to give the horses water or cows water, we don't say irrigation. Okay, so irrigation is specifically for fields. Obtain means get. You get something, but you get it with a struggle, okay? Like maybe this is my favorite water from Canada, and I went to 12 stores in Zhongguan and 20 stores in Busan, and I didn't get it, and then I phoned a store in Seoul, and then they mailed it to me. Then I said, oh, I finally obtained it, okay? But we would never use obtain if I just walked to a store, buy it, come home. Obtain with a struggle, okay? Photosynthesis is how plants, trees, and flowers and stuff, how they feed themselves. Okay, that's called photosynthesis. Their green leaves will get sunlight and turn it into a simple sugar. And then precipitation. Precipitation means rain, snow, or hail. Okay, anything falling from the sky. This is called precipitation. Okay, take care. Goodbye.